Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Breida.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On first down, here's Breida. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. These Chiefs to start 2022, well, they were handed a very tough task by the schedule makers. Not just in going on the road to face a Cardinal team that was 11-6 last year, but they're going to be the first team in NFL history to start a season with 8 consecutive games against teams that... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Extra receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Murray going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Let's get it. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Drops it to Jones in the flat.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Mahomes now on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
He is out of bounds inside the 35. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now here's Mahomes. And it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, Marty, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through the window. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. This will be taken in by Hightower. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there. Well, they lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ronald Jones, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7.
Harrison Butker and kickoff 14-6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Swim.
They run again with Breida. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. To throw, it's Murray. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
Yellow, yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
With every game, with every season, Travis Kelsey, he just confirms his greatness. Streak of 1,000-yard seasons is now up to 6, and he's made 7 straight Pro Bowls, and his numbers have ranked him among the best tight ends to have ever played in the NFL. Another first down right there to add to his career total.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 29 yards. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
On 4th down, here's Andy Lee on to kick it away. Hardman on the return. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey with career touchdown number 60. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Breida, they'll go up the middle. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Murray. And that is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a second down and 6. Murray now. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll go again to Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Mahomes now to throw. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On play action, it's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They go back to the ground with Jones. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where it's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Mahomes. This one swung out here to Jones. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Whatever the discussions were at halftime in trying to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front. They're prepared for him to try and take off.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Shotgun now for Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. That's complete to John Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. First down, Murray. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Throwing again, Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 18-yard line.
Here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Murray again. That'll be complete to Breida. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. To throw is Murray. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Breida is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to flash together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 58 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they bring what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Murray to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. He's got room at the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Back to throw, Murray. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he's into the end zone, no flags, it's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion, and we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They have one big call left. Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. To throw is Murray. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Now Murray. flush to his right. And he's going to get into the end zone. The two-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a give running left is Breida down to the 25. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And the Cardinals win it. The CD always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Arizona, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.